This is Searching for the Truth. I'm finally getting the video up about the chemtrails. Just wanted to put it up and actually have some stuff for you guys to read, and I'm also going to leave some links in the description section that you can check out for yourselves. So this actually came from NASA's very own website. They're admitting that they spray chemtrails into the sky. I'll read it to you. First used with sounding rockets flown in the 1950s, scientific research with experiments which inject vapor tracers in the upper atmosphere have greatly aided our understanding of our planet's near-space environment. These materials make visible the naturally occurring flows of ionized and neutral particles, either by luminescing at distinct wavelengths in the visible and infrared part of the spectrum, or by scattering sunlight. The type of vapor selected to create these colorful clouds and trails depends on the purpose of the investigation, the local time, and the altitude under study. Commonly used vapors that are released into space are trimethyl aluminum, lithium, and barium. The trimethyl aluminum, it reacts with oxygen and produces chemiluminescent when exposed to the atmosphere. So basically, really what my point here is that they're admitting that they're spraying aluminum, lithium, and barium into the sky. They even called it trails, and they're actually saying that it's beneficial. It's, and it's really not. I'm going to leave this link in the description section so you guys can go and look at their very own website that actually has this stuff. Barium is used to study the motion of both ions and neutrals in space. A fraction of a barium cloud ionizes quickly when exposed to sunlight and has a purple-red color. This motion can be used to track the motion of charged particles in the ionosphere. The remainder of the barium release is neutral, having a different color, and can be used to track the motion of neutral particles in the upper atmosphere. A small quantity of strontium or lithium is sometimes added to barium mixture to enhance the neutral barium emissions, making it easier to track the neutral cloud. Since the observer must be in darkness while the barium cloud is in sunlight, the technique is limited to local time observations near sunset or sunrise. To be honest, I check out the sun quite a lot. As long as I'm wearing sunglasses, I can actually see this pink hazing over the sun when these chemtrails are being sprayed. I don't know if you guys are interested in doing that for yourselves, but you'll see that. You'll sometimes notice random rainbows. They're not actually a rainbow, it's like a prism up in the sky for no apparent reason. It's because there's chemicals up there having a reaction. A rainbow usually goes from side to side. You can see it. It's a big curved thing. It's called a rainbow for a reason. But I'll see a bunch of little prisms up there sometimes, so you check that out. Lithium vapor is used to study neutral winds in the upper atmosphere. Lithium gas has an unusually bright, narrow band emission at 670.7 nanometers, a wavelength in the infrared range, which enables it to be visible in the daytime with cameras with infrared filters. In fact, lithium is the only vapor that can be imaged during the day, and also one of the few vapors that can be seen at high altitudes at night. So that's probably actually what we're seeing. What I was seeing with the pink is probably actually the lithium. But the thing is, the question you have to ask yourself, is it healthy for them to be spraying this crap above us? Because where does it go? It doesn't go out, it comes down. When the rain happens, it's chemicals. Here's some hazardous information about the trimethyl aluminum. Can affect you when breathed in. Contact can irritate and burn the skin and eyes. Breathing trimethyl aluminum can irritate the nose, throat, and lungs, causing coughing, wheezing, and/or shortness of breath. It is highly flammable and reactive and a fire and explosion hazard. Does that sound like something we need sprayed above us? I mean, seriously. Up there is the actual website if you want to look it up. I will try and leave a link in the description section, though, just in case. But, people have COPD, asthma, all kinds of things like that. Seasonal allergies. It's probably due to the pollen, but there's also aluminum floating around out there. High levels of lithium. It is important to maintain a careful balance of lithium in the blood, and the difference between helpful and therapeutic levels and toxic levels is very small. Signs of high lithium include shaky hands and muscle twitching, weakness, loss of balance, and or drowsiness. So it's basically just what happens when you have lithium overdose. And they do give lithium for bipolar disorder, and obviously a doctor is monitoring the levels of that, but you're also being sprayed with lithium every day, and you don't even realize it. So it's just important to look into these things. Adverse effects of lithium: cognitive impairment, tremor, acne, polyuria, and polydipsia, muscle weakness, weight gain, long-term adverse effects on thyroid functioning and kidneys. So obviously we have a lot of people that are on dialysis nowadays. I don't know if any of you ever paid attention, but there are at least, I don't know, 5 to 10 dialysis places in a small general area. There are a ton of them, and it's because more and more people need dialysis because their kidneys are not functioning properly. Well, why do you think that might be? Do you think it have anything to do with the chemicals that we may be eating or being sprayed upon us? I mean, you got to think about that kind of stuff. It's not normal. These are chemtrails. The trails linger for hours and turn the sky into a hot spot of bizarre cloud activity, and changes in weather follow within an hour. This right here will actually turn into a giant milky looking sky. It makes the sky look white. It doesn't make sense. If it was a contrail, it would disappear. These are some pictures of chemtrails that I've taken myself, and that's over there to the right is actually how it looks once they've started to spread out. It gets really milky and white like that. Chemtrails, wake up, America! It's important that you know the difference, and you need to know that we are being poisoned. And why would they poison us? Obviously, it's because they want to kill us off. I mean, that's the whole idea behind it all. The same people that sprayed Agent Orange in Vietnam are spraying you with chemtrails. I mean, go look up Agent Orange. Look up that. It's really important. They were spraying them with chemicals. They actually caused the monsoon season over there in Vietnam to be longer. They actually made it a whole month longer than it was supposed to be, because usually they have a monsoon season to last for a month. Well, it lasted 2 months. It made it so muddy that the Vietnam couldn't travel. They couldn't move their vehicles and things like that. And it's all well and good because we won the war, but these wars and things, I don't even want to get on that right now. That's not the point of this. Is really the point is that they were spraying chemicals to change the weather. There's enough said in this photo right here. They're trying to control your mind. They're trying to kill us off, make us sick, and control our minds. There's the difference in a chemtrail and a contrail. Contrails disappear, chemtrails stay. Chemtrails are geoengineered aerosols loaded with toxic chemicals. They include barium, strontium-90, aluminum, cadmium, zinc, viruses, and chaff, which looks like snow, but it actually mylar fibers coated with aluminum, desiccated blood cells, plastics, and paper. It's the cancer epidemic, folks. Why do you think everyone's sick? That's really all I have for you. I'm going to leave a bunch of links in the description section. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for taking the time.